Hello guys, today we're going to talk about the MYP, the middle year program of the IB. So first off, if you don't know I don't know why you're watching this, but probably you're a student in the IB procrastinating. But besides that, if you're not, some people might not know what the IB is. What I guess you could say is close to is the AP, if you know what that is in the US. So that's more people know about the AP in America, North America. So it's about like AP, but like with a different name and more international rather than like really centered to the US. So in the IB, usually when people know about the IB though, what they really think about is the IBDP, so the diploma program. The diploma program is, well, I'd say the most important one, and it's given in more schools around the world than like the other program that's offered by the IB. So in the diploma program, that's a 2-year program, DP1 and DP2, that's what people call it. And you have a lot of like stuff to do, like CAS, TUC, higher levels, standard levels. But like, as someone who has been in a world school and an IB school, I know a little bit about it, but I can't talk about it from experience because I'm going into the DP. I'm not done yet. So what I am going to talk about is the MYP. First of all, I'd like to give a minute of silence for everyone who are an IB kid, and I mean heavy accent on kid because there's not a lot of people know this, but there's the PYP, the primary years program, which is for grade 1 to grade 6. If you guys survive that, plus all the other things, if you're mega depressed, I understand. And if you're not human. Like, there's no way. So yeah, there's that. But today, like, personally, I'm gonna talk about the MYP. Do take it with a grain of salt, because from my little research, look guys, it's summer. I'm not going to research this. Like, no, I'm done. But from my little research, the MYP is different in every school. I joined the MYP in 9th grade, so I did not do the 7th, 8th grade. And this year, I did the last year in my school, which is the 10th grade, and where you get your personal project, which is your last evaluation, so that you can get your program that comes with the MYP, like the MYP diploma. I mean, not program, diploma, like your MYP diploma that you get. I did not get my grade back from the IB examiners. I'm getting that in like around December, so I don't really know what grade we have, like what grade I got. What I do know is that I got a 95 from my teachers, so it's probably gonna be like a 70 from the examiners. I'll probably update this maybe on my community. So that's what it is. Unlike the DP, the MYP doesn't have as many things going on, although it is longer. So if I had to like resume what the MYP is, it would be these 2 comments. So we have the first one where it says, yeah, MYP is to get you depressed before you start the diploma program. And then we have the second one with a hint of sarcasm. MYP is good because it gets me used to feeling completely demotivated to meet any deadlines and stressing so much over work that I just deal with it by completely ignoring it before college. Thumbs up. So yeah, it does get you very depressed. Very. These 2 comments are from this video that was from 7 years ago. There's like some Mandarin on top, like some Chinese on top, and I thought like maybe their second language that they were learning besides English was Mandarin, was Chinese, sorry. But turns out they speak English in the video. Like, I don't know why there's some random Chinese characters on top. So one thing is, in the MYP, or in probably all IB programs, I'm not sure if it's like this around the world, but where I am, it's very accent on being bilingual at least. You might get to be trilingual in some programs, but for us it's being bilingual, French and English. French being the major one, and then English like being the minor, like the second language, because I go to a French school. Yeah. So if you don't speak 2 languages, it might be hard for you in the IB. Maybe it's not like that in all schools, but for us, yes. So our MYP was actually not on 5 years, it was on 4, because the DP takes the 2 last years of high school. So us it's like 7 to 10 MYP, and then if you want to keep going, 11 to 12 IBDP. I didn't give the PYP and there's not that many schools I think around the world that actually gives a PIP. Mostly it's like the DP because it's like the most important one where you actually get your diploma from it and it's actually useful for like university and stuff. Okay, so back to the MYP. MYP. 7th to 9th grade, there's not much going on. You're gonna do normal schooling, like it's like academic classes, 9th grade. Like there's nothing really going on in that period of time. What really matters is like your last year or like the year you're gonna do your PP, which is a personal project. For us, apparently usually you have 2 years to do it, but we only had 1 year. So it started around October, then we finished it in like before March break. Actually, yeah, because you have to send it after, so you don't actually have a year. You say you have a year, but you don't really. You have like 9 months. No, that doesn't make sense. You have like 6 months, something like 6 months. Okay, whatever. So you don't have an actual year to do it. You have like 80% of an academic school year, just not a lot. Okay, so I went to check for my this is a calendar, like it's in French because I go to French school, but basically it starts like in September and we had to like give back a report like by February, like the end of February. So I would say between this period of time you had like 5 months and a half. It's like this is the end of the month, like you have like 4 days before it actually starts, so you have like 5-6 months to do it, right? What they do recommend is that what you have to do for your PP is it's a personal project, so it's a passion project. Over the years it changed, so now you can do whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. But what really matters is you have to have a product that you can physically show that you did something. It can be pictures, like someone in my school did a thrift shop for free in our school, and she had a lot of pictures, that's good. Then you have the actual report, which is what gets sent to the IB examiners, and they judge you off your report. Like they don't know who you are, they don't know what you did, they just look at your report, they read it, like yeah, that's good, that's bad, let's give you a 7. And then after that you have like during the school, after you send it, you have this like not concert, exposition, sorry I have a blank, exposition thing, like you make a little cardboard, like you know that little trifold whatever cardboard thing, and you have to like decorate it and show the whole school what you did, so that they know, oh my god, like that MYP program is so cool, I'm obviously gonna do that. Like it's just to show what you did to like other students, so they get like inspired for next year. So that's one of the things I have to do. So for the grading, so there's 3 criteria for the report of the PP. So I'm not gonna go in depth with it, but I can tell you like my report was like what? I think I have 4,000 words, and you have 15 pages max, something like that. Actually, I don't remember. Let me just whip it out. Oh my god, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like getting this nostalgia of the. Oh my god, all these pictures. Okay, yeah. So you have 15 pages max. Like you can use less if you want, but it's like you'll see that you'll probably need more. Like you'll be writing and finding synonyms like to fix like the gaps that you're missing of words, so that it does 15 pages. So mine's exactly 15. There's no I think the bibliography is like separate. So for that, they're really strict on like font size. They're really strict on it. So the smallest you can go is 11. So that, and I think you have to be 1.5 spacing in between, something like that. So they're really strict on that, so you gotta be careful. During like the whole MYP, what they really want you to learn, like what they really want you to have. So at the end of the whole MYP, you should allegedly have all these qualities, okay, as a student, okay? Ready? So this one is in French. It says approche de l'apprentissage. It's referring to the learner's profile, but more like and that. So you have like and it's like reflection. Like you have all these things you should have as a student, or like And communication here in the yellow, you have like all the like communication skills you should have. Like I can read a few. So you have to write and different goals. You have to argue your stuff with like knowledge and ideas, or you have to use a lot of synonyms and stuff to explain yourself like in public, to communicate in public and not use the same words a lot. So yeah, so the learner's profile, which is this. Now, first of all, are you going to get the learner's profile? Like by the end of the MYP, are you going to be acquirers? Are you going to be knowledgeable? Are you going to be thinkers, communicators, principed, reflective, balanced, risk takers, caring, open-minded? The one thing that I know you will get by the end of the MYP is the risk takers, because you will take risk. You will procrastinate and take the risk to not give back your homework on time, because that's a canon event. Like everyone happens. That's the only one you're going to get, like risk taker. Are you going to get like, I don't just want about like being organized, but you're not getting that. Because PP does not stand for personal project. Well, it does, but it also stands for professional procrastinators, and that's probably what you're gonna become by the end of this. Oh, and don't forget the depression. Yeah, can't forget that. So, for me, like, this is my 9th grade wasn't that bad because I joined in 9th grade, right? But this year was like, especially second semester, it was hell. Maybe it's because the exams are finally back because of COVID and stuff, and I'm not used to it. But it was hell, and now like my brain is not working anymore, and I can't communicate. Well, I can communicate, but not properly. Or like I'd be reading something, but I'm reading with my eyes and not my brain, so I have to reread like 3 times. So that's pretty much it. Do take this with a grain of salt. The MYP isn't that bad. Like maybe everyone doing the like, you know, in a higher level than you, like they're like,
you see one coming, you better run and hide. They're big and ugly and mean as sin.
Yeah, that's like how they explain it to you, but it's really not that bad. I mean, are you gonna die in the process? No. You're gonna survive. Are you gonna be depressed after this? Probably, but you're still gonna be alive, so that's it. So if you want to do it, I mean, do it. If you did the PYP and you're going into the MYP, you're kind of young. I don't know why you're watching this, like if you are, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. I say one thing that could keep you going. I don't know if it's gonna help, but like you can tell yourself, the MYP is so hard, and you're like, yeah, but next year we're gonna do the DP, and that's gonna be even worse. So you're like, okay, so I guess it's not that bad anymore. And one thing about the grading is that you're gonna be, in my school we grade on 1 to 8 on every assignment, but for your actual grading, like on your report card and from the IB examiners, it's 1 to 7, right? So just tell you that. So don't be surprised like when you don't see any 8s on your report card. That's simply because that doesn't exist. The highest you can get is 7, which is from a 92 and above, I think. Anything else is like between 0 to 7, and you have like 0 to 8 for like normal stuff. For like, let's say I have a math project about like parabolas and stuff, then that's gonna be on like, you can get an 8 on it. So here are some charts. They're not 100%, but this is what I've come to notice, because you're not always gonna have all IB classes. Some classes are gonna be regular classes like gym, art, or you might have like psychology, but it isn't IB like stuff. It's just like academic or applied. So you're gonna have scale from 0 to 4 plus, or I mean R to 4 plus. So this is like a generalized scale from Ontario, right? If you're in Ontario, there's a lot of differences, and I think you should do your own research, because like I said, my brain is not working. I just want to vent, okay? Like I just doing this to vent. However, besides like the learner's profile, I do want to say one thing though. Like the learner's profile, you're gonna look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, hasn't IB learner we strive to be all this? But really, what you're gonna get, like, you're not getting much. I feel like the learner's profile is to either like, it's kind of like clickbaiting online. It's like to bait students and parents into thinking they're gonna get those skills when I mean, some of them are like the 1% of the IB MYP students, like they probably get all these. Like I know a girl, she got like 99 average, right? So you definitely can, but it's gonna require you to be an exceptional person, which I'm not saying you're not, but you're like if you're one of the 90% of normal students, like you're probably gonna be a procrastinator. So it's alright. It's just to bait students and parents into thinking like, oh my god, this program is so cool when actually it's app. So there definitely is good stuff going on. It's good. It depends on your teachers too. Like my teachers were really nice and all, so definitely like survived through. And I think they were very passionate about what they were like teaching about. So if you go to school every day and teachers like, okay guys, today like I don't really want to teach. That's not gonna work out for you. You're not gonna learn anything. Besides that, for your PP, the biggest tip I could give you, I would like to say don't stress too much about it, but you probably will, especially if like me and it's like 2 weeks till you have to give back your PP and you didn't do anything yet. What I did, I sat on my bed for 9 hours straight and I wrote my whole thing. I did have a really bad back after this, like really bad posture. My eyes were like burned, but I did sit through that 9 hour on my bed and I was just writing. Like every day I was like, no, I was waking up and I was like, oh my god, time to write. And I started writing and then I was like on my bed, because it was like winter, it was in February, so it's like so cold. So I put my pillow like on my back like here. And then I put my my duvet like on top of me, like on my lap, and I put my computer there. I started writing. Every day I was like writing. It's like occasionally I would sip some water and I'll keep writing. Wait, what is that? Okay. And I would keep writing and 9 hours passed and I was done. I haven't bothered rereading it. Or maybe I did reread like 3 times, I don't remember. But I gave it back and that was it. Like that was it for my report and I was done. So definitely the biggest tip is to be organized, but if you're like me and you're not, like it's not the end of the world, I guess. I'll tell you in 10 years if it's the end of the world. But right now, as I see it, like it's summer break, summer vacation. It's almost August, so maybe some of you guys are going back to school. Or like if you live in Australia, I guess like you're still in school. Or maybe it's like winter break for you because it's snowing over there. I don't know if you guys snow over there, but it's definitely one heck of a ride, and there's definitely emotional roller coasters. And as you get like older in high school, maybe like I wasn't a sporty type, and we only had sports club in my whole school, and I injured my foot like at the beginning of the school year, so I couldn't do much things because I really wanted to do basketball, but I couldn't, so I guess I didn't do that. Well, I didn't do that, but it's okay, like, you're going to survive, and I think the best way to know if it's suited for you is go do it. Like, if you have doubts, do it for, like, 2 weeks, and if you don't like it, just drop out. Like, I mean, don't drop out school, and it's probably illegal if you're not 16, but, like, drop out of the program, and you can, like, say bye and leave. Live a better life. Definitely don't procrastinate. You should, if you can, if you have more will than I ever will. Oh, that doesn't make sense. If you have more willpower than I had, then do get organized. Like, buy a planner and actually plan your stuff, I guess. Like, you don't have to buy a planner. Like, you just use your phone. It's not the end of the world. Like, the biggest tip is stay organized. And if you can not stress about it, then don't. If you can not procrastinate your personal project, if you can not procrastinate your tests, your projects, like in normal, like in history or in math, don't. Do make time for your friends, and if you're more introverted, it's okay to stay at home. Like, do play your video games and stuff. Like, I do that too, but there's nothing wrong. Like, as long as everyone has their own ways, so whatever, like, my experiences might not align with yours and vice versa, so therefore it's just going a little bit with the flow and working things out as you go. And a lot of times in life, that's how it's gonna be, at least I think. So you might go to a job and you're like, oh my god, this job sucks. Yeah, because around like 10th grade you start getting jobs, right? Because like half my class got jobs now. And then you go to your job and like, oh my god, this job sucks, but you still make out of it and you're like, oh, never mind, these guys aren't that bad. So I guess it's like kind of like school, right? Where sometimes things don't go as you want them to go. Maybe that's gonna be a really difficult year for you. Like, something's gonna happen in your life, it's gonna put your whole life upside down, but it's gonna make you a stronger person, right? So you gotta be So you're gonna be different. You're definitely gonna evolve as a person, as in a mentality, and you might learn something about yourself whenever you're doing that. Maybe you'll love learning after, which I hope. By the way, that sounds really cool. I don't really know what to say. I think just try it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's not the end of the world. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you're watching this and procrastinating, don't go do your stuff. Okay? Like, go work on whatever you're procrastinating on. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end this. If you guys have any questions, like, I know this video is really chaotic because that's who I am as a person. But if you guys have any questions, you can drop them in the comments and I will, like, I can answer them. If I can answer them, I will. If I can't, I might do a little research. Because if you ask me specific questions, it'll be easier for me to answer them than if you were than me making a video and, like, not putting my points out one by one. So yeah, that's it. Okay, bye guys.